Good morning. We are up and out of the shelter. Today it's only going to be like an 8-mile day. However, I'm out of water. I thought I'd be able to get this far on what I had yesterday, but that's not going to happen. So I need water. There is a closer water source that's 2.5 miles from here, but I kind of ruled it out because it's 0.6 miles downhill and all that, and it's like, it would add a mile, 1.2 miles. I was doing further research on that water source, and it looks like it's a road walk. I thought it was like a steep downhill and then back up, but it's a road walk at least. But I need water, so I think I'm going to do it, so that'll add an extra mile plus. So that's coming up in 2.5 miles. I think the rocks are supposed to continue today. It's, at the present moment, it's not that bad. But more rock hopping is in the menu, I'm sure. And then eventually we'll get into the Lehigh Gap area, I think, where we'll be picked up again and then back to the house. So that's all coming up for today. That's the little dirt road. I'll be road walking here in a second to get to water. I think the trail continues over that way, disappears into the woods, catches up with the road, and then I'm going to take it back down there, 0.6 of a mile, way down there somewhere, and then back. Alright, we're at the road. Reliable water, half mile. Blue blazed apparently, which will be nice to find, hopefully. And here we go. Nice boulder field. Looks a little more impressive from down here, maybe. Yeah, it looks nice. Well, that was every bit of 0.6. It was easy going downhill. It's going to be fun trudging back up. But I need the water. Okay, we're finally getting back to the trail. I think all told that took about an hour. Just for the hike down, the hike back, took a break there, had second breakfast, filled up on water. Now we're good. We're starting the big descent into the Lehigh Gap. We're still like 2 miles away, but shortly here we'll run into the last shelter of the day, and we'll take a quick break there just to sign the shelter logbook. Coming up on the George Outer Bridge shelter. Looks like it's just right here, right on trail. There's another really old looking thing. Would have been better than the last one I stayed in though. Back on trail out of the George Outbridge shelter. And from here it's only about a mile. I think it's going to get progressively steeper. And then we'll drop into the Lehigh Gap, cross a river bridge, and then we'll be ready for pickup. So we'll be out of the woods here very shortly. Just popped out of the woods for a little bit. We'll be crossing that bridge here in a second over the Lehigh River. And then there's the uphill. That's the famous Rock Scramble out of Lehigh Gap. We'll be tackling that tomorrow morning. Well, that was fun. That descent wasn't bad at all. Let's see, coming up ahead, the Leroy Smith shelter. I think that's where we're aiming for tomorrow night. Something like that. And there's a very nice water cache here. I'm not going to need any right now, because we're about to get to the house. And let's get across the bridge. That doesn't look so bad from down here, right? And we're back at the house. I've had a chance to get a shower, had some nice food, just relaxed for a little bit. So this next stretch is going to be 2 days. We're doing like 15 mile or something like that to a shelter, and then like a 20 mile a day we're getting off of the Delaware Water Gap. So that's the next stretch coming up. The only thing I had to figure out was where I'm staying once I get there. I have a huge backlog of videos that I'm unable to upload, so uploading videos, getting good Wi-Fi is the top priority, so I was looking at nicer hotels. The problem is, it's going to be a Friday night when I get there, so I need a Friday night, and I was thinking of taking a 0 and giving me the time to upload everything. So Friday night, Saturday night, I'm looking at the hotels in the area, and they are outrageously expensive, like ridiculously expensive. So even the crappiest Super 8 was 8 times more expensive than what it should be, kind of thing. So fumbling around, looking at places, top priority being Wi-Fi, second priority being like a good Walmart or something nearby. There's to the north of the Delaware Water Gap is the town of Stroudsburg. I just at some point got so frustrated I said screw it. So I'm booking a nice hotel in town, 10 times the price of what it should be, so we're going big or going home, so screw it. We're staying at a nice hotel, basically. I just got that booked. We're doing a 0 there. It's kind of close to a Walmart. Shopping and other things are within walking distance. It's kind of right downtown. Anyway, so that was looks like. Frustrating, but I'm like, whatever. I think that's the only thing I have to report. So we kind of got that stretch figured out. So taking the 0, that'll give me plenty of time. I can just sit there all day and upload videos. And then look into the next stretch. That'll get us into New Jersey for this next go-around. I don't know how long New Jersey is. I think it's pretty short. So I think within the next resupply run even, we'll be skipping straight through New Jersey and right into New York. But I'm going to tackle that after I get through the Delaware Water Gap. So right now I'm just going to go back to relaxing, finishing editing videos, check back in later. Another day draws to a close. It's been lovely. Getting a home-cooked meal is always a super treat, especially for a hiker out on the trail. So it's been really awesome getting the support that I've had out here for this section. Coming back, getting to sleep in a bed every once in a while, getting a hot shower. Don't have to worry about that part of the logistics of where I'm going to sleep and stuff. So it's been real nice. I'm going to sign off here. It's been a good day. We'll kick off tomorrow out of Lehigh Gap. And thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Good morning. Just got dropped off. We're back at the road crossing Lehigh Gap. We're just kind of starting to get back in the woods. Starting off today with the big Rock Scramble hill climb. This will be super fun. It really doesn't look that bad from down here looking up, but we'll see how it goes. Here's the start of the climb. So there's like the easy way up, which they call the winter trail, if conditions are a little too rough. We're taking the real way. And this is all the area where, through the 1800s up to the early 1900s, they were doing zinc mining and processing, which ended up killing all the vegetation, not just on this hill, but a lot of the surrounding stuff as well. So in the last 100 years or so, things have shut down and started to regrow a lot of the trees and stuff back. But they used to be just completely bare rock. But yeah, a lot of the surrounding hills kind of look like they're coming back to normal, which is really nice. Guess this might be the part where it starts to go up straight up. Maybe some cool rock scrambles. Yeah, we still got some more to go. Got lots of views though on the way up the whole way. There's the bridge we came across, Lehigh River. Nice little airstrip down there. I think that's a turkey vulture blocking the path. That's kind of cool. It'll move eventually, right? Hop it a little bit up. This is his peak. Practically reach out and touch him at this point. Gyrocopter flying by. I think over down that way was where the zinc plant was, and a lot of the hillsides over there were all kind of stripped out as well. A whole swarm of these vultures or whatever up here. There's like almost a dozen of them. I think that was about it for the climb up. That wasn't that bad. That was more fun than anything else. And now we're up on top. How about this for a stealth camping spot? Wow, that's cool. Right down to the old train yard. As I'm finishing up these last 2 days in Pennsylvania, I've still really liked Pennsylvania. I dare say it is my favorite state of the journey so far. The southern Pennsylvania section was really nice. I really enjoyed like the atmospheric changes of the forest was really cool. And then especially since my buddy Mike, who kind of grew up and was from this area, him, his wife Deb, his parents, the support that they gave through this area, I mean that all helped sway my decision of why I liked it so much, but it's been such a great time, a good experience. The rocks seem to mainly just be between after the 501 shelter to Lehigh Gap. And then even the really big boulder hopping stuff wasn't that bad. It was more of like technical fun for a little section, and then that was it. And then you're back on the smaller rocks that really destroyed my feet, but I don't know. I liked it. We'll see if the rocks continue for the next, we've only got like 35 miles or so, then we're done. There's Palmerton down there. Tons of berries on the side of the trail up here. A water source every 15 miles is not fun. I'm very thirsty right now, but I have to ration. And the water sources are going to be like 0.6 down a steep hill from now on. I guess we're not all out of the rocks yet. Very steep, very slow going. It's a really pretty area though. Alright, I'm officially tired of walking on these rocks. I'm extremely thirsty. I'm rationing water. Nearest water is like 8 miles away. And I'm going a mile an hour. That's the situation. Well, my feet are now in severe pain. This is Virginia level of absurdity of rocks. The worst stuff to walk on, as I call it. Oh, this is terrible. Smith Gap, that's where the water source is. Leroy Smith Shelter, that's where we're staying tonight. Wind Gap is tomorrow. It's now been like this for 10 miles. I think Pennsylvania is trying to kill me in the last stretch. Oh, finally made it to the road. Now we get to do the 0.6 road walk. Oh, there might be a water cache here. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, it's full of water. We do not have to do a road walk. I'm filling up here. Oh, that's a good thing. Alright, we finally made it. Coming up on the shelter. Yeah, the rocky trail has persisted. Up to here, there's a ton of signs. The Leroy Smith Shelter. A little bit of a water cache here. Just a little bit left, it looks like, so that's kind of nice. Let's go check out the shelter. And here we are, Leroy A. Smith Shelter. Simple little thing. It seems like the shelters in southern Pennsylvania were a lot nicer, and they've kind of gotten a little crappier as we've gotten north.
Especially the one...
And I'm all settled in the shelter, just enjoying some snacks. I think it only just turned 5 o'clock or so. Got here at a relatively decent time, despite the rocky terrain. The day started out so nice and fun. The climb out of Lehigh Gap was just fun. It was, yeah, from down below, you look up at it and you're like, ah, it's not that far. And when you're actually on it, scrambling up, it's not that far. There was only like 1 or 2 sections where you actually have to scramble a little bit to climb up it, but the views up there were awesome. It was cool. It was a good climb. And then it was like flat and easy for like 2 miles. And then the last like 13 or whatever miles, it was just those type of rocks that I just hate walking on, so bruises up my feet. But yeah, it wasn't too bad overall. I'm settled in, kind of there in the corner, and I packed out a deli sub sandwich right before coming back out here, so I've actually got a nice little dinner meal. And then tomorrow we're doing a 20-mile day and getting into Lehigh Gap, getting into the city of Stroudsburg. I've got hotel reservations, and we'll do a 0 there so I can spend the time and upload videos and all that stuff. So we'll hit more on those activities later, but yeah, I'm just going to do my usual. I'm going to chill, I'll have dinner later. Probably work on editing some videos. We'll catch up with you guys later. Okay, and once again, I'm ready for bed. I think I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here. I got dinner and everything done. My bear bag is hung, and we're gonna tuck in for the night. So far, it's just me and one other person, but right now I'm alone in the shelter. So we'll see if it stays that way. There'll probably be some more people trickling in as it usually is. But I haven't mentioned before, but I've still never been alone in a shelter yet. There's always been at least one other person or so. So we'll see what happens tonight. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.